Hi there, today we are going to do a bustle on a full ball gown. This one has a 7-foot train. I'm gonna try to do it so you guys can see it. So we're gonna start with the center. This one is gonna get a French bustle. It's gonna go up underneath. So we're gonna come down the center of the dress here, where all these buttons are. Slide us forward. So there's a clear button up here at the top. We're gonna come down the row of buttons. There's another one down here. And on the underside of our skirt, we have these lobster claws on the bottom buttons. And on the top buttons, we have these rings up here. So we have these rings that we're going to put our lobster claws in. The rings are on the top, the lobster claws are on the bottom. So I set that back down. So we're going to find our lobster claw on the bottom. There's always a clear button on the top. It's to reinforce and also to help you find the buttons easier, the pieces. So here's our first one. We're going to go up underneath, all the way up to the loop. And when I get up there, if you pull the lobster claw towards you, it should snap right into it. So there's our first one. Okay, number 2, it's going to be over here. We have to kind of lift up this part of the skirt a little bit. And it's right down here. Okay, so I'm going to grab that one. My number 3 is over here. So here's number 3. We're just going to kind of keep that in mind. They're both going to go in the same loop up here at the top. Here's number 2. And it's going to go into this one. And then underneath here again for number 3. Here's number 3. It's going to go on the same loop as number 2. And again, you should be able to pull the claw straight towards you and it should hop into that loop. Okay. So number 4 is a little bit easier to find because it's on the seam. So here's our seam. We're going to follow it up until we find the clear button. So our claws, and this loop is just to the left of the seam. Okay. Our next button is over here. This is number 5. And on the outside, we're going to keep coming over. Snap that one in. The last one is a little bit lower, so it's down here. It's only about 18 inches from the hem. And this upper button isn't as high up either. So it's probably about knee level. I'm going to hook that one in. Then we're going to go to the right side of the dress and we're going to repeat the same process. Let me scoot over here. So our center one's done. So we have one here. And we have one up here where my hand is. So those 2 are going to go on the same loop. Here's my next one. And the 3rd one on this side again is going to be on that seam. So we're not quite to that one yet. These first 2 on this side are both going to go on the same loop. Pull the lobster claw towards you, and you'll hook into that loop. This one's on the seam, so we're going to follow it up. Here's our button. So the claw, and this upper loop is just to the right of the seam. Let me tip this up so you can see a little better. Follow back up my seam, find my claw. And just to the right of that seam. Hook it in. I got 2 more. I have one here and one down here. So this one is just to the left of this kind of side seam. So this one first. And our loop. Last one. So here's our button. Up underneath. This last button, the loop is just to the left of this side seam. Put that in there. And then we're just going to kind of gently tug on these bottom layers, get everything flat, and pull these down to make sure that they're all fluffed to about the same level. If you want the buttons to stick out a little bit, find where your buttons are, pull them out so you can see those buttons. And there is our French bustle.